हेलो.
Hello.
Hi.
In garden है क्या?
Garden, ஆமா சின்ன garden தான்.
Hi Sanju, how are you?
Hello. I am good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm okay. Doing well. Smiling for now.
Good to know that. Yeah.
How is lockdown treating you?
Lockdown, it was very challenging when it started. Actually, it was very challenging, as you all know. It's hard for me. I think people like me who always go out and go to the ground and keep on keeping ourselves very busy throughout the life, and then you are thrown to a challenge where you don't have to do anything. So that was a bit tough. But then I usually got used to it, and then now I'm feeling happy to sit home aram say doing nothing. So I'm fine now.
Is it tough to be able to not do anything also? Is that also tough, by the way? How tough is that?
Absolutely. I think it is very tough. It is very tough. I think when you have lived a life of 25 years where you have always done something or the other the next day, or from morning to evening you are outside, and then you are sitting alone home with your family doing nothing. So it was tough, but then I realized that it's very important to do it. It's very important to be happy doing nothing. So that's a very important lesson which I have learned during lockdown, I think. So you have to be happy with yourself. You have to be calm and relaxed and satisfied with yourself sitting alone also. So at that part, if you see that spiritually, I have grown a bit, but I don't want to continue this life for more days. I think I have to go out and play and do all those things.
Kempu, are you planning to just continue growing your beard and not only planning to shave it once you're able to get out?
No. I was just planning. I've never grow this beard and all those things. So I'm just thinking that can I do something different. I think I'm just looking at it. So hopefully we get something good.
Yeah, it's good to experiment. It's fine.
Definitely, yeah.
But folks are with you? Amma-appa with you or Amma-appa?
No, I'm with my wife. I think we're in our apartment with my wife.
How's married life, Sanju?
Married life is very happy. I'm happy. Touch wood, I'm happy. Till now we both are happy. I think we're really enjoying our life together, and yeah, all good.
Who does the cooking in lockdown? Who's doing the cooking?
Cooking, I think we both do. I think she is the main person who does a lot of work in the kitchen, and then I try to join in. I try to do something. So it's going good. I think it's a partnership. I think sometimes she has to score those runs. Sometimes I have to take a single. So that's how it goes.
What household work have you liked doing in these last few weeks?
Household work, just simply sitting and watching TV includes there, then I am happy doing that.
Oh, what about cleaning the house, dusting the house, washing utensils?
I think yes, I enjoyed cleaning the house. I was sweeping one day with the house, so I enjoyed doing that. So yeah, that can be my favorite thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I think it's nice. I like how you describe married life. Seems sorted. I think she's also not. She's also not letting you do too much. So you're lucky that ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell her.
That's what I told you. It's a partnership. I think both of us has to keep happy. So that's how it goes. It's going. Yeah.
But apart from cricket, Sanju, what is it that you're missing the most? Or what aspect of life are you missing the most during the last few weeks?
I think the freedom to go out. I think the freedom to go to places. I think the freedom to travel, visit places. I think that's what I used to love to do. I think whenever me and my wife felt like we need to have a change, so we used to take the car and go out wherever we wanted to. So that freedom, I think, freedom to enjoy the beautiful places here, I think that's what I miss, I think, the most.
I think a lot of your fans are saying hi. You should, of course, say hi to them.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thanks for coming live and watching us. I think, thank you. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Sandeep. Hi. Yeah, they are there.
Yeah, there are a lot of questions also which I have seen, guys. I will make sure that they are asked. Don't worry about that. We just go in a conversation and I will ask your questions for sure. But Sanju, I wanted to obviously ask you about every time, from the time you came onto the scene, all the years that you started off, I remember interviewing you years ago, and you were one of the stories I always keenly followed, Sanju, because I felt one of the most. Everyone talks about how yes, this person is talented, skilled, but there was something very endearing about you, which all senior cricketers or former cricketers used to talk about. You're not just a talent; you're a talent with a purpose, with a passion. Very endearing. In that sense, would you say that that's one of the things that comes naturally to you, that whole aspect of being passionate and not caring about the result or what's happening when you're going to, when's your next match, or playing for India or whatever? That passion is probably the one thing that your biggest best quality.
Yes, I think the sports itself has taught me that. I think the sports, I come from a background where my father is a football player. I think he has taught me what a sportsman should be and what's a sportsman spirit, and every those kind of words. I think so. For me, the passion where I started, I think we, as a cricketer in India, you tend to always look about the result, like where am I going, when will I play for India, or when will I represent an IPL team, or when will I get success in my life, and those things did happen to me. I think when I was 19 or 20, those things did come up to my mind, that when am I going to represent my country, and all those result-oriented thoughts. And then I went to a lot of ups and downs, and then I realized and talked to myself or asked myself that why am I playing this sport? I think why am I playing cricket? I think when you ask that question to yourself and you find an answer, I think different people have different answers to themselves. So my answer to myself is right now is that the only thing I know in life is to play cricket, right? So that's the only thing I know. So that's the only passion I have, the only love I have, the first love I have in my life. So every day I wake up, I just want to go and play cricket, even if it's a practice or a practice match or all those kind of things. I think keeping it simple and asking the real question and getting the real answer from yourself, I think that's the key, I think. So everyone, as a youngster, I think everyone starts playing cricket to just enjoy yourself. I think you think about playing cricket today at 5 p.m. with your friends. I think when you're playing in street, I think you're having your friends around yourself. You're playing, enjoying that sport. I think you're enjoying scoring runs, or you enjoy taking the other guy's wicket. So I think that's the most basic thing we tend to forget at times. I think I keep on reminding myself that, and I just try to keep it simple, I think.
You've obviously been part of many squads, Sanju. I mean, whether it's in the IPL with the Rajasthan Royals, obviously very invested in you. That franchise is very invested in you. Or the Indian cricket team, of course, your Kerala state as well. How has the dynamics changed for you? Because I know that you're always smiling no matter where you are, who you're with. You're always having a smile on your face, cheerful, positive. How does that work? How are you able to adjust to the different dressing rooms in that sense? And what is the dressing room that you've been most happy in?
Most happy in, I think, definitely the Indian dressing room. I think when I was here in New Zealand, I think when I toured to New Zealand, I spent around 2-3 weeks with the Indian team. I think you are having your heroes around yourself, and you are surrounded with the most talented cricketers in the world. I think you are with the best cricket team in the world. I think what more you want? I think what more you want? I think I've always dreamed to be with them, and I am with them. So I felt very lucky. I think I feel very lucky and blessed to be with them. So that's the best dressing room I have. And I think when you are a junior and entering the Indian team, I think you tend to observe a lot and you don't speak up. I think you don't open up too much. But in this Indian team, I think I was able to open up a bit. I think I had a lot of friends which I knew before playing India A or the IPL teams, or I knew them before. So it was a bit easier for me. But the most, you can find me very happy or very joyful or very funny when I'm with Rajasthan Royals, I think. So as you said that I've been with them from the age of 18 and till now I'm with them. I think it's like more than a family for me. I think it's more than a family for me. So I really enjoy time being there. And I think as a cricketer, I think when you start seriously learning cricket, the main parts of cricket, I think it's the age of 18 to 25 or something. That's when you tend to realize what cricket is or what do you need to learn as a cricketer. So all those years I was with the Rajasthan Royals. So you can understand that what type of a bonding will I be having with them. So it's a really special bonding, and I think as a cricketer I don't want to play for any other team. I just want to be with Rajasthan Royals till the end of my game. So that's the feel I have for RR, and I hope they also have for me until I keep winning the matches, I think.
Of
Yeah.
course they do, Sanju. I mean, the relationship is, it's like one of those bonds that it gets clicked, like how certain people you can't see in any other jersey. Like for the longest time, I mean, can you imagine seeing, I don't want to compare, but certain players like a Raina Bhai, you can't see him as anyone else other than Chinnatale, right? You can't see him in a yellow jersey.
Only yellow.
Only yellow. So it's that kind of a thing with you also in Rajasthan Royals. But tell me about certain bonds. If you could share some stories, what kind of relationships did you form with maybe the players? Any special friendships that came out of Rajasthan Royals stint?
Definitely, I think a lot of relationship with them. I think I remember when I was taken to the Royals trials by my senior brother Srishant Bhai. I think he took me to the trials when I was 18, and then there I saw Rahul sir. I think Rahul sir was there, Paddy Upton was there, Zubin Bharucha was there, and they were trialing boys. So I remember playing 2 days of trials there where open scenarios were going on, and I remember myself batting like a dream there. I've never batted like that anywhere, any time in my life, and after that also I never batted like that. So that was a very special day, I remember. So I was just hitting sixes and fours and everything, and then after 2 days I saw Rahul sir came up and he asked me like, "Will you play for my team?" That's a very funniest incident I remember. I think that will be the most special moment of my life. I think from then they took over me and they took care of me. I think they wanted me to perform more than anything. I think they made me in the camps. I think I used to bat 3 to 4 hours and a day, and then used to talk to me like how can I play an IPL game and how should I prepare. And I was lucky enough to have all those legends with me, like Shane Watson, Ajinkya Rahane Bhai, Rahul sir was there, and the management also. I think there was a very special person called Zubin Bharucha. I think I met him there. I think he's been one of my mentors, and I think I have been learning a lot from him. I think so. It's a special bond. Yeah.
Would you say that a lot of the kind of person you are as a cricketer is because of the time that you spent in the Royals camp? Would you attribute it to that?
Absolutely. I think if you grow as a person or if you grow as a cricketer, I think it depends upon whom you are surrounded with. I think how is your family background, or whom are the people who you interact with. I think I was the most luckiest to interact a lot with Rahul sir. I think if I don't tend to learn a lot of things, I think from him, I think it might be a very big mistake in my life. So I was very happy to meet the most humblest person in the cricketing world and learn a lot from him. I think so. That was a very lucky thing for me. I feel, yeah.
Tell us a bit about certain friendships in Rajasthan. Who's any foreign player that you ended up striking a very nice relationship, or you still friends with, or you're in touch with anyone in particular?
I think most of them. I think everyone who has come to Royals, I think they definitely are a very special cricketing talent. But more than that, all of them are a very special human being. I think they really know how to talk to you or how to make you comfortable, or they are very welcome whenever we want to go to them and ask any questions or something like that. So everyone, I think it will be very hard if I choose anyone. I think I really enjoyed spending time with Shane Watson when he was with RR. I think he's a very gem of a person. I think he's very lovely, and I think all of them. I think if I take everyone's name, you will say that I'm just fooling him. So I think in most of them, I think for now I will say Shane Watson.
Yeah. Shane Watson is fair enough. I know him pretty well. Of course, you think like a lot of these Aussies, when you see them first, you actually are a little intimidated by them. Like I remember first time when I saw Matthew Hayden, I was so intimidated. But they're such amazing people to talk to.
They're so nice. Yeah, right.
But anyone you particularly, like you said, it's difficult to like open up initially. Anyone that you were a little wary of, a little scared, or that respectful fear that you had for anyone in particular?
I think that I had for Virat Bhai when I went to the Indian team. I think Virat Bhai was something you think 100 times before going and asking him something. I think that kind of a respect he has earned. I think from all these years. I think definitely every youngster in the Indian team or wherever they are, they will think 10 times before going and asking him something, or like I think you respect their space so much, no? So that kind of a feeling I had when I went to the Indian team this time.
And how did the ice break? Did the ice break at all?
It was amazing. I think it was amazing when you. It's all about how you think about it. It's not a matter how they think. So when finally thought about asking him something. So it was so easy for him. I think he came up with a lot of ridiculous. I think it was very, very funny. I think he came up with a lot of jokes. I think he came up with a lot of jokes and was very funny, and he made me laugh. And it was everything was very easy. I think so. Then we have a decent relation that I can go and ask him anything. So it's a very special thing. Yeah.
You're saying that in Indian team you probably were really happy because you spent a lot of good moments there. Tell us a bit about any friendships in the Indian dressing room, and who's the person that you hung out a lot with, or any memories that you have from the time you spent in the Indian dressing room.
I think I wanted to make a lot of friendships. I think I have a lot of people who have played under 19 with me, may it be Shreyas Iyer or Kuldeep Yadav, or I think most of them I have spent around 4 to 5 years in the Indian A dressing room. I think I was the only one who was not going to the Indian team. So I had made a lot of friends. So even may it be Manish Pandey or anyone, or Jasprit Bumrah, or then, but very special thing was like I was thinking about how can I go out and how can I approach something. Then suddenly Rohit Bhai came up and he said, "Chal dinner ko chalte hain aaj." so that was a very funny, or very, I think that's what you expect from a senior in your team, right?
Yeah.
So someone who can come and say, "Sanju chal aaj tere ko main dinner khilata hu." And I remember, I think me, Kuldeep, Rishabh, Shreyas Iyer, Rohit Bhai, and we all went up to a Japanese restaurant and all. We were having that sushi and all those things. So I think that was a great memory for me, I think. Yeah.
There was this video that I saw, and of course I messaged you also, I think after that, or I don't know, I messaged Shami after that. I think you did very well in one of the games where you made him do that Shamida dialogue
Oh, Shim.
from Kumbalangi Nights. Of course, I know it because I watched the movie, I'm sure so have you.
Yeah.
Did he know it?
He knew it only once when I told him that this is the type of a movie we have in Kerala. It was very big hit, and then I told him there is a hero called Shami in that character, and this is what he did, and can you try this? And he was more than happy to try it. So we ended up making a scene where he will succeed in a table tennis shot, and then we will enjoy, and he will say the dialogue. So it was a really good hit. I think a lot of people liked it. So yeah.
It was awesome. You should be content creator. This is brilliant. I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Once in a while, it's fine. I think not always. I'm not that good.
Yeah, we'll leave all the talking stuff to Chahal, clearly.
Yeah, Chahal. Yeah, he's taking it all over. I think he's the main guy. I think he has a lot of different talents.
Now he's on TikTok also, ruling TikTok.
He's always there on TikTok. I think he has a very big talent to make people laugh. I think in the dressing room you can always see whoever is with Yuzvendra Chahal, they will always have a smile in their face. I think he's a very lucky guy. I think he can make a lot of people laugh at any moment. Yeah.
Have you seen any of the senior people, whether it's the Rajasthan Royals dressing room or the Indian dressing room? Yeah. Did you see any of the senior guys get angry or lose their cool at all? Was there any such moments, Sanju?
Angry. I think if I have to think so much, I think I don't think anyone was angry. So I don't remember anyone getting angry. So people do get angry, but they don't speak much when they're angry. I think even I've also got angry, so I keep quiet. Whenever you're angry, it's very good to keep quiet and get angry and then come over it.
When did you get angry at the last while playing a match that you can remember?
I think always whenever you get out, you are angry. You can't be happy when you are getting out. So most of the matches I get out. So I get angry on myself.
What's the if I ask you now, one of the most happy moments obviously I wanted to ask you about receiving the cap that you played both the times, shorter format. How was that feeling, Sanju? I've never actually asked someone this, and I thought I should ask you that. How different is it, and what's the procedure like? Do they come and tell you, listen, this person is going to be giving you the cap, and how does that work?
I think I remember getting my cap when I was 20, I think, from Murli Vijay Bhai, I think, and in Zimbabwe, Harare. So it was a very special feeling. I think I only got to know that I'm playing when we stepped down to the field for the warm-ups, from the warm-ups. So that was a very suddenly you get a shock that you are at least the dream is coming true. I think from that 10 moments you are getting 30 minutes you are playing. I think your dream is coming true in next 30 minutes. So I remember our coach or someone telling that you will be getting the cap. No one told me that you will be getting the cap. I think we were in a huddle and then Vijay Bhai came up with my cap and I still have a photo with me. I think that was one of the most special moments. Yeah.
Wow. That's nice. I mean, it's surprising that you didn't know till that day, but I think those moments are very special.
Yeah.
Some questions coming in, Sanju. One person, of course, asked quite a little ahead. What's the one knock? It could be in any format. It could be in any against any opposition. The one knock or innings that you hold really close to your heart, and why?
I won't be saying there are many knocks, so I will have to pick one from here. So I think the one which I played against RCB in Chinnaswamy, where I scored a 91 of 40 some balls. I think that match we did win. I think we did win against RCB. I think we are coming out of 2 losses from the first 2 matches, and then not 2 losses. Sorry, I'm wrong there. But that's a special knock for me.
Yeah. I want to ask you about your the kind of the flair that you show in your batting. Obviously, you have that kind of a power, impactful kind of a flair to the way you bat. What's the best advice that someone has given you regarding your batting style, Sanju? Because you're fearless. You don't think of, you aren't one of those reserved, conserved kind of a player. You're not. That's not your style. Any special advice that kind of made you realize and something that you continue practicing even now?
I think I remember once we played a match against Gujarat Lions. So after match we were sitting for a dinner and we were happy to have Aaron Finch with us. Aaron Finch, I think he was there. I think he was telling about his batting. He was describing about his batting. I think his batting is all about power and he knows how should a powerful batsman be. And then he was talking about someone else like Mahela Jayawardene sir, where he is mostly dependent on his timing. So he told me that, Sanju, you need to be careful, I think, because you have both kind of a styles. You can time the ball and as well as you can powerfully hit it also. So chances of making mistakes are more when you have too much of things in your batting. So that's when I also realized that I have two types of a style, and then I started training accordingly, that where and when and how can I use my different styles and how to work it. I think it's a great blessing and it's a great talent to have those both kind of a style in my cricket and my batting. So I feel very happy that I have it, and then it's mostly how and when to use it. I think how smartly you use it. I think so. That's where I'm working on it right now.
Nikhil just asked a question. I'm going to include this because you're speaking about your batting. He asks, what's your favorite innovative shot?
My innovative shot, I think my favorite innovative shot will be a scoop shot over the fine, chipping it over the fine like a Yorker, scooping it. Yeah, so I don't do it oftenly, but that will be my most innovative shot. Yeah.
And it looks beautiful also. Is it true? I mean, of course, a lot of people have said so. During, let's say, a net session or during a T20 series or the IPL, you obviously tend to kind of practice those kind of shots as well when you're training in the nets or something.
I think not before a match, just before a match. I think you can. I think if you ask me, I think different people have different styles. I think if you ask me, I prepare my shot just before the tournament, and then I use it according to the situation or the matches or the bowlers I face. So just before the match, I just want to go out there and get a feel, get a good feel, and then feel good about myself and batting, and then just stop it and save the rest for the match tomorrow.
A lot of questions coming about this, and I wanted to ask you as well. We did speak about sharing the dressing room. You've spoken about sharing the dressing room with so many seniors. Your rapport with someone like a Virat or Rohit. Tell us about what is it like to have interacted with someone like MS?
MS, absolutely. I think you can see the smile on my face when you asked about MS Dhoni. I think he's a hero, man. He's a hero for not only me. I think everyone. I think so many years he has spent in international cricket. I think he has only made situations or made memories where we feel great about him, where we feel inspired or motivated about him. I think I consider myself. I think coming from Jharkhand, a guy coming from Jharkhand, a person coming from Jharkhand, and being the India's best hero or best captain ever, or whatever you can add, I think he is all there. I think I feel very emotional and very connected whenever I talk about MS Dhoni. I think he is a gem. I think he's a gem. I don't have words for him. So you tend to look at his game. You tend to observe his game and then study about it, and then you tend to copy him, and then you go and fail. I think you can't copy. You can't get into his shoes. I think you can't do anything about MS Dhoni. You just have to look at him and just clap your hands and say, wow. So that's what MS Dhoni is all about for me, I think. Yeah.
Any special memories, any special conversations or moments that you shared with him that you can remember of?
I think, as I said, I think the experience which I had with Virat Bhai, where I was a bit afraid to go and talk to him. So I have the same kind of a feeling with MS Bhai also still now. I think I shared a dressing room with him when I was 19, where we toured to England and he was there. And then after that, and then I didn't play for India for last 5 years. I think after that, and then in those 5 years, I was dreaming to play for India. I was dreaming, I was dreaming to play for India. And then I can share an incident here where I had a dream. I really had a dream. I was sleeping, and I was next day I woke up and I had a dream that Mahiba is the captain of the team, and he's changing fields. So I was standing in a slip or something, and he said, Sanju, Vaja. I was running, and I'm ready for the next ball. So that was a dream. And then after a few days, we had a news that he has stepped down his captaincy. I hope you remember. Stepped down his captaincy. So I was thinking, how will the dream come true? I think when will I don't think it's going to happen now with the blue jersey, definitely. So, and then after a few weeks, you remember we played a match in Mumbai with the India A side and England.
Which he captained. Yes, I was there in that match.
You were there. So which they asked him to captain. And I was standing in the slip, and he said, Sanju, udhar ja. So I ran. So that thing, finally it happened. I think finally it happened. So that thing happened, and I still have a feeling that I have to tell this to Mahiba that this was a dream.
Yes.
Finally it happened, but I am not able to tell him. Whenever I meet him, I don't have the feeling to go and tell him, Mahiba, ये मेरा dream था, मेरा हुआ, मैं आपको बताना पर अभी तक ऐसा हुआ नहीं है. So that's the main thing, I think.
You should tell him. This is like a great moment.
Yeah, it was a lovely moment for me. I think if he knows, I think I might find a smile on his face, but I'm finding an opportunity to tell him. So hopefully he will never be watching this live. So I will find an opportunity to.
But we can get this across to him, of course. That I can promise you.
Yeah, if you can, it will be great. I think. Yeah, you don't find him nowadays. You don't get him. I think whenever you're not playing cricket or Dhoni Bhai is nowhere. I think he's just gone. I think. Yeah.
He likes to be by himself and his bike. Clearly.
Yeah, bikes.
Few more questions coming in from your fans, Sanju. I've just written a couple down.
Yeah.
One, of course, he's asking, have you practiced the switch hit at all? Have you consciously practiced it? I can't hear you. I think.
1 second.
Yeah. Better now.
You are sweeping, but not switch it. I think I like to be in my swings. I think if I get a ball there, I'm confident that I can hit it over long off or deep cover or something. So I don't want to try something different.
Someone else messaged asking, what is the best advice you can give to a youngster who's pursuing cricket?
I think the same thing which we talked before. I think the passion, the love for cricket should not go. I think you need to keep on loving the game as much as you can, and then it will give back. I think then it will give back. I think so. The main thing is to just fall in love with cricket. I think that's the only message I would like to give.
All right. Just a few more questions before we wrap up, Sanju. One, of course, I want to ask you. You said you would like to sit in front of the TV and watch. What have you been up to? What have you been busy watching?
I was very busy watching a lot of Rajini sir's movie and then a lot of IPL. I think a lot of IPL highlights. Rajini sir, I think you can't. I think I remember watching Padayappa lately. I think
Love that movie. I watched it recently again. Actually.
Yeah, you keep on watching it, but you don't want to change the channel. I think you're so interested. I think the dialogues, the action, everything is so amazing.
You have to say one dialogue, Sanju. You walked right into it. One Rajini dialogue you have to say. You walked right into it.
ஆண்டவன் சொல்றான், அருணாச்சல முடிறான்.
Proud of you, yeah. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Few more questions, of course, is that someone asked who's your favorite? Oh, this is a good one. Wait. Oh god, no, this is very difficult, but I like this one. I like who's your favorite captain? Two people have asked.
My favorite captain.
That you played under. I think I'm making it easy for you by saying that you played under, but yeah.
My favorite captain whom I played under. I think myself. I feel I'm a good leader. I think Sanju Samson.
Why not? Yeah, you can, surely.
Yeah.
It's always good to dream big and yeah. No, but it's been fun, Sanju.
You
I
asked
think
about who's your favorite captain. So I can say myself. I think I'm happy. I think when I play for Kerala, I feel I am the best captain. So yeah.
No, it's very nice, Sanju. I mean, I think it's always interesting talking to you. And I know that we can keep going on. If we have, guys, any more questions, just... Oh, someone's asked, Sandeep's asked, tell us a bit about your family. He has an amazing family. For sure.
Yeah. So very...
I mean, I cried once. I think I went and shot a story with them. And I was interviewing your mom and dad and I cried.
Did you? Yeah.
They're such amazing people. This is a nice question, by the way. No, first you talk about family and then I'll ask you this one.
I think talking about family, I think, yeah, as you said that I'm very lucky to have them. I think I'm very lucky to have a very lovely family, and now definitely my father, my mother and my brother, and now my brother has a small family. He has a small angel. I think her name is Hazel, and then I married, I think. So I have a lovely, very, very, very nice wife with me. She's more than a friend to me. I think she's like a friend, and we are more than a friend with us. I think we really enjoy our company, and then we have a lot of laughs. I think when she has come into my life, I think I have started laughing. I have started smiling a bit more. I think I was a bit serious before. Now she keeps on making me smile and laugh. I think it's a lovely feeling. I think I'm very happy to have a lovely family. Yeah.
That's very sweet. Nixie, a friend of mine, has a very, he's recently worked on a movie also that's released in Tamil. He has a very nice question. He says, 1 ball, 5 runs to win. What's the song that's playing in your head, Viru style?
What?
1 ball, 5 runs to win.
Yeah.
What's the song, or what is it that's going in your head, or what's the song? If there was a song that was playing in your head to suit your mood, what would it be?
Suiting my mood.
In that situation, you're in that situation. 1 ball, 5 runs to win. What is it that will be playing in your head?
Nothing. I am thinking from the time you have asked the question. I think I don't feel 100% there won't be any song in my head. Definitely hit it for a 6 over long on. That's must be the thing I'll be thinking. I think that's it.
Oh, this is nice. I know there were a lot of questions. Someone asked about how MS has helped your batting. If you want to say something about that, and we can then wrap up. There's a lot of questions.
I remember watching him. I remember having a lunch with him at Bangalore one hotel, and then I kept on asking him a lot of questions. And the best answer I remember telling me was, we need to keep on watching a match. I think if you just observe a match, I think if you just watch a match, you can learn a lot. I think how are the batsmen scoring runs, or what are the areas, or the game awareness, or the game smartness, you can definitely get improved by just watch a match on the TV and then you commentate. I think what are the commentators saying, or what is the captain thinking. So all those things, I think that was one of the best advice I got from my way.
Okay, last question, guys. Sorry, I know there's too many questions that you guys are asking. I know, but it's already dark and we can't really keep him out for so long. Sanju, last one. If you had a choice to play for one more, and this a lot of people have asked, so I'm just going to put it as one. If you had a choice to play for one IPL team other than RR, which one would it be and why?
It will be Rajasthan Royals. I think Rajasthan Royals.
I'm saying Rajasthan Royals only. I know you want to play only for Rajasthan Royals, and they also love you. That's decided.
That's the only answer I have. I don't want to play for any other team. I don't want to leave Jaipur and go away and play for any other team. So hopefully, if they keep me, I will be playing for Rajasthan Royals till the end of my career. Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, that was good, Sanju. It was always fun talking to you.
same here.
All my love for your family, of course. They're amazing
Thank you.
people.
Thank you.
Wish your wife also from my side. Lots of love
Sure.
to her, your brother. Take
Thank you.
care, and of course, we'll hope to meet each other rather than
Definitely,
talk.
definitely. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for this opportunity. It was great. I think I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
What, Sanju? ஒரு ஃபேன்ஸ்க்கு ஏதாவது ஒரு மெசேஜ் சொல்லிடு தமிழ் இல்லாட்டி மலையாளம்ல. Everyone saying மலையாளம்